All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to coronavirus update number 6. It is approximately 7:02 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. So, we're going to give people a couple of minutes to go ahead and join our
Coronavirus!
All right. Thanks for the.
Sorry. So welcome to coronavirus update number 6, 7:03 p.m. right here. So regarding coronavirus situations right now, it's not looking too good regarding the disease. So what we're looking at right now is we are going to be reaching the peak within the next 2 weeks. And I believe that by the end of April, the number of coronavirus cases will go down.
After April 30th, and then things should get somewhat back to normal. Mall predictions, I believe malls are going to open up between April 20th and May 1st. So, yeah, that is my prediction. I'm sorry, it's unfortunately only limited to people that are close with me, and it gets weird, guys. So that's why. Anyways, yes, that's right. National Autism Day is tomorrow. Okay, you're back. How are you, man? So things are not looking too good, unfortunately, regarding the coronavirus. They're saying that the peak is expected in about 2 weeks, and then I believe after that, the number of coronavirus cases will be going down. It is going to be a very hard next 2 weeks. There is nothing that we can do, regarding the virus and stuff. And, you know, like I said, it's not great, So a lot of governors in about 38 states, of course, staying healthy and safety is everybody's number one priority. And I think people should be taking this very seriously, and not be congregating during a pandemic. So for anybody who is having a party or has had a party, well, shame on you. And I hope you get served justice after this whole craziness with the virus is over. So, anyways, yeah, stores, I believe, are going to be closed between now and the end of the month. We can start to see some retailers opening up, I would say, between the very first weekend in May. I do think that things are going to turn around after 2 weeks. The number of cases will go down. Kids will be back in school, possibly by the middle of April, and then we can see retailers opening up again in May. I think that is what is going to happen. The peak is going to reach its highest in about 2 weeks, and I believe that the number of coronavirus cases will be going down. The schools will reopen up, I believe, after everybody's spring break, and then we could probably see malls opening up between April 20th and May 1st. And some malls might wait till May, but that's just, obviously for safety reasons. I don't think so. I think it depends on the type of crime that is committed. I think a murder crime, I don't think they're going to release somebody from prison. I don't think so. Yeah, I only go to the supermarket maybe once or twice a week. So, yeah. But anyways, so without a but yeah, wireless. Stores open if you absolutely need to come and purchase a phone. T-Mobile is open for unions and for those who have the service. Yeah, I believe cell phone stores are considered essential because people, they need phones to communicate during the virus. So anything essential, guys. So like ShopRite, supermarkets, those are all opened. In fact, unfortunately, the Trader Joe's in Parham is closed because one of the workers just tested positive for the virus. But most supermarkets are open. That's ShopRite, Stop and Shop, Aldi, Lidl, Acme, Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's Wholesale Club, and Staples, I believe, is open as well because that's considered essential if you need office supplies, especially for your home. So that is considered essential retail. So, but yeah, it's getting very scary, guys. But I do think the next 2 weeks are going to be bad. I'm not going to try and say, oh, things are going to be okay. I'm going to say it straight and forward. The next 2 weeks are going to be bad. Once we are past the 2 weeks, the number of coronavirus cases will go down, and I can see things starting getting back to normal about a week after. Yeah, so it's funny you asked that. My mom belongs to BJ's Wholesale Club, but my dad belongs to Costco. So it's very interesting. One side of the family goes to BJ's Wholesale Club, while the other side of my family, they go to Costco. So, but I actually prefer Costco over BJ's, and I actually just had some of Costco's pizza today. It was really good. I don't know. Costco, I will say, they can make some pretty good pizza, and I think BJ's was just losing out on that game, and I think Costco's a great store. I'm not going to be the first to admit that, and I'm sure people have said that many times, but that's what I'm going to say. So, yeah, pharmacy is considered essential. I just hope you have masks on and gloves because that can be a dangerous job. So, but yeah, pharmacy is considered essential. So yeah, you'll be reporting to work pretty much every day. But I mean, that must be hard, Fantech 0104. Definitely, it's definitely hard when you're trying to get people's prescriptions together. So yeah, that's definitely considered an essential need because people need prescriptions. They can't just close pharmacies. Yeah, I've been to a couple of BJ's wholesale clubs. My primary one is the one located in East Rutherford. That's right near the Meadowlands MetLife Stadium. So it is what it is. It gets the job done. I guess it's not my favorite place to go. The parking lot's kind of dingy and it's like ew. But you know what? It gets the job done. Honestly. So anyways, what I'm going to go ahead and do now in this coronavirus update is we are going to get some little side-to-side discussion about yeah, man, I mean, best of luck to you. I really hope someone in there does not test positive for the virus, but I'm sure they'll clean up. If even if they do, I'm sure they're going to clean up the pharmacy quick and get it back up and running because I mean it's essential. So, do I like Wawa's hoagies? They're not bad. They're not bad sandwiches. I prefer Jersey Mike's though. Jersey Mike's they're just a little bit better quality than Wawa. And that's not to say Wawa's bad. Wawa's definitely better than Subway. Don't get me wrong. But I would say Wawa is a step down from Jersey Mike's. I'll just have to say that. So, without a further ado, I think it's time for one of these coronavirus updates where we can get some input from someone else, and I think that's going to be the case tonight. So, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it is good. It's really good. I mean, we have one. I have one about 5 minutes away from my house. And Fantech 014, we actually got a Krispy Kreme too, 5 minutes away from my house. It's a really nice Krispy Kreme, and they actually make the donuts there nice and fresh. So, no, any restaurant you can only order takeout. Like I would like tonight, I was just through the Burger King drive-through, and I got an Impossible Whopper to hence to say I'm a vegetarian. But even then, I saw the workers. They were I guess giving the food in bins. I guess they're really cautious about the virus, and then I get it. They don't want to. They're putting their lives on the line for us. So, anyways, so. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I know there is one in Springfield on 22. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I mean we have one right here in East Rutherford, about 5 minutes away, and it's pretty good. I mean, obviously there hasn't been seating yet because they literally opened up that Krispy Kreme at the wrong time. They opened that at Krispy Kreme right around when the outbreak was beginning. So, but it was still nice to go and see what they're doing. Yeah, social distancing is really important, especially in the supermarket. Stay 6 feet away, and no non-essential travel right now. Right now, the most important thing is to flatten the curve. Let's reach the peak in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully, the number of coronavirus cases will go down, and things can somewhat get back to normal. So yeah, regarding anything else. Smith Haven, we're looking at May 2nd. Kmart, as for Kmart at Penn State,
we are possibly looking at May 1st for that day. That would be a test trip to see how the transit system is, to make sure everything is safe. It's always good to have a basic test trip first before proceeding on with the rest of the railroad. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is what is going to be next after Smith Haven and after Kmart at Penn Station. Well, nothing as of right now. If Sears were to make an announcement next week, I will keep you guys posted regarding those announcements. So, like I said, I'm pretty much on SearsLayoffs.com every day, and so yeah, that's why. I do like how restaurants are considered essential for takeout. Yeah, no, it's hard in the restaurant industry because these are cooks that are putting their lives on the line for these people to have meals, especially the people that are the EMTs that are in the ambulances, taking these coronavirus patients to the hospital. They're putting their lives on the line for us. They're putting their own lives on the line for our lives. So it is sad. So. you know it's tough. I mean, especially for those essential restaurant workers, and especially for the essential construction workers, and of course the EMTs. You got a round of applause. I mean, they're the ones that are really pushing it, and then the hospital workers and the nurses and the doctors. So I'm hoping that the hydroxychloroquine and this can hopefully calm the virus down a little bit, and it can help. It looks like right now it's been showing some significant signs of some good. So I'm hoping that drug I'm hoping that drug will show signs of.
oh, I hate when my mic does this. Sorry about that, guys. Um, so anyways, yeah. Exactly. Definitely. I mean, the fact that they're still able to keep restaurants open for us to enjoy at home, I think is great. And I think it's great, especially for communities to support they're still supporting their local restaurants, and they are, encouraging people to, it's okay, the FDA says it's safe to take out from restaurants, which I think is great, and will position them for being ready when things get back to normal. So, but I know that the point's coming very soon. The next 2 weeks are going to be hell, but let's get through these 2 weeks. We're almost through this week, so it's next week and the following week. And I think this madness, we can finally put this madness to rest. Has Modell's halted liquidation sales? Yes, Modell's has halted liquidation sales. They started on March 13th. They were halted on March 18th. And I believe Modell's liquidation sales will resume in May, with the company going defunct approximately in July of 2020. Honestly, I don't really care for Modell's. It wasn't special of a store, so yeah, of course they're going to hand sanitize the elevators. Well, they're going to have to. So that might be good. I mean, at least they'll clean up elevators after this, which I think is a good thing. At least they won't be dirty and disgusting. So, what do you mean late 2020? No, they're going to resume their liquidation sales after the coronavirus pandemic is over, and they're going to end the liquidation sales in the summer. Now, as for Sears and New Brunswick, this is another very interesting thing I wanted to talk about today on this coronavirus update. So Sears and Roebuck in New Brunswick actually does not have their lower level open anymore. So pretty much when I went to go film that elevator at that Sears and Roebuck store in New Brunswick, New Jersey, that was the last time that store was opened. So that's why. But yeah, I don't even know, guys. What did I just say? But yeah, that's why that's happening. So the next major liquidation sales that are coming up are Macy's and Comac. Oh, I heard that Modell's is closing in late 2020. Oh, I see. Okay, so then they might do their liquidation sales in, I don't even know, I guess May? Yeah, maybe May, and then they might finish them off in June. I don't even know at this point. So but yeah. Well, that would make sense. Yeah, the only Modell's elevators that we're losing in New Jersey is a ThyssenKrupp Aurora. But honestly, to drive all the way down to Monmouth County for a ThyssenKrupp Aurora is literally a waste of time and money. I'm not doing it now. Sorry. I will gladly do Sears at Smith Haven because it's a 69 Otis dry-powered elevator. But I am not going all the way down to Monmouth County for a ThyssenKrupp Aurora. The only reason why I did Sears in New Brunswick was because it was a classic Otis and it was going away. And now, so getting back to that actually, so Sears in New Brunswick, they actually have closed off the soft lines part of the store, and they can only sell appliances, mattresses, and tools that people need. There's no public restrooms in that building, meaning you cannot use the elevator for any reason at all. And I believe the store will be closing permanently. The last day for this store will be Sunday, April 19th, 2020, which means most likely the soft lines in that Sears and Roebuck store, unless they open up the soft line section at the very last minute, will probably be transferred to the Sears and Roebuck store that is liquidating at either Smith Haven or any other Sears and Roebuck stores in northern New Jersey, which could be Rockaway Town Square, Newport Center, or Hackensack. It will not be transferred to Woodbridge, as Woodbridge is going to be closing soon as well. So there is no point for them to transfer the soft lines there. So I could see the soft lines getting transferred to Rockaway, Newport Center, Smith Haven, or any other Sears and Roebuck stores in the area. Now, regarding other situations going on right now, so we're looking at Kmart at Penn May 1st, and we're looking at Sears at Smith Haven, and the whole Smith Haven Mall, and also Macy's and Comac for May 2nd. So hopefully after that, we'll get some more stores that are closing. Now, guys, another day to watch out for is April 7th. Make sure April 7th is also going to be a key day for Sears and Roebuck, because there's going to be a big announcement coming on April 7th. I've been reading it on Sears Layoffs, and I hear that April 7th is going to be a huge day for the company. Now, April 7th could mean a couple of things. April 7th could mean the beginning of the end. It could mean what they're going to do with the last remaining stores, how that's going to play out. And we'll just have to wait and see. So, but I'm keeping a very close eye. And obviously, with these coronavirus updates coming out, I could probably see if I could slide some details or two about what's going on with the stores and stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted about that. Definitely. Yeah, I'm looking at Penn Station Kmart May 1st. What I might end up doing is going into the city, I guess with my dad, and take some classes in the city and then have to go to Kmart or something maybe in the afternoon after I'm done with my classes or something like that, something along those lines. Yeah, I don't know how they got away with that. I mean, they're closing now. It doesn't really matter, but I'm still wondering how Simon allowed them to not install an elevator, which is just beyond me. Like, well, and I mean, and Sears. I mean, Sears is gonna pull the happy trigger there. So, I mean, I'm gonna be done with school by May 1st, but I'm just gonna go to the Penn Station and stuff. I don't even know. So. Kmart at Penn Station, according to the New York WARN Act, I believe it is going to be closing Sunday, May 4th, 2020. And the Sears and Roebuck store at the Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove, New York is going to be shutting down on Tuesday, May 6th, 2020. That is what it says on the New York State WARN notice. Now, they could be delayed because of the whole thing with the coronavirus outbreak. They might need a little bit of extra time to sell their soft lines. So I mean, this is the first time on my channel, at least, we've had a pandemic that has caused liquidation sales to be delayed. You know, liquidation sales would go much quicker, but obviously with the pandemic, it's a much different story, unfortunately. So, anyways. Will Sears close every store? I don't know yet what is going to happen on April 7th, but April 7th apparently is going to be a huge day for Transform Co. So I don't know yet what's going to happen. I already went in December. I'm not making double trips there. I went there in December and I knew that it was going to close. So at this point, I don't really care. And I already went. You know, I don't need to go back to the same place I was already at unless I'm in the area and I'm local, which I'm not. Otherwise, I would. But no, I'm not going back there. Long Island only has about 2 Sears and Roebuck stores left, Westfield Sunrise and Green Acres after May. So it's inevitable at this point, honestly. It's just a matter of time because the liquidators have been moving on from store to store. So it's only a matter of time, honestly. It's not even a matter of time at this point because of the coronavirus outbreak, but it's a matter of when they're going to make that final call. And I believe April 7th is going to be I think April 7th is going to be with the next round of closures. I think there might be one more list, and then I think there's going to be one final list after that. They could very well do one list, or they could do one list in April and then finally one list in June and then just finish the whole company as a whole, and Sears will completely cease operation. At this point, it's inevitable, honestly, unless the company is forced to stay in bankruptcy for a year, which I'm hearing that's another rumor that's been online. So I don't know yet. I can't say yes and I can't say no until there is an official company statement from Transform Holdco LLC that says that we have made the difficult but necessary decision to close the store. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I'm keeping a very close eye on Sears layoffs, and you guys know the second the article hits, I'm going to immediately do a video. Yeah, Green Acres and Westfield Sunrise are going to be the only 2 Long Island malls left with a Sears and Roebuck store. Sears and Roebuck no longer has a store in Garden City. That's gone. Sears and Roebuck closed in East Northport. Sears and Roebuck closed at Westfield South Shore. Sears closed in Lake Success. And Sears and Roebuck is now closing at Smith Haven. It's one of the last Sears and Roebuck stores with an Otis elevator left after that one. There is 2 left in New Jersey with an Otis elevator, and that's the Newport location with an Otis Series 1 and the Sears and Roebuck at Rockaway Town Square, and that has a classic 1970s Otis Lexan that modded, except there's still the Otis Lexan bell when it goes up. So American Dream, as of right now, nothing, honestly. There is no date of what's going to happen, of what's going to change. I don't know. I cannot come out and say what the future holds for the mall. I'd have to turn this light on. It's actually starting to get like dark out. So yes, the Sears in Hicksville was very similar to the Sears in New Brunswick and the Sears in Watchung. Like when I walked in New Brunswick, I felt exactly like I was in Watchung. The only difference was there was no mural up on the stairwell. So they were very similar stores. Like New Brunswick is the sister store to Hicksville because it was a freestanding one. So, but will the stores open there in 2020? Yes, I don't know when in 2020 though. Probably, I'm gonna have to say probably mid-late. And I think the water park guys, honestly, could be held back until I would say the fall. I mean, there's no point to open it up in the summer. Nobody's going to go. I think they just need to, they're probably going to want to cash in on people who are going to want to go there during the holidays and stuff. I don't think this is a smart time to open up a water park. I think they were a little bit crazy when they were saying, oh yeah, we're going to open up this great, beautiful mall, and they got screwed with the pandemic. So now they're closing the whole mall again, and now they're going to have to wait till the pandemic is over. So. But like I said, the pandemic is going to hit that highest peak in about 2 weeks. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I think the pandemic is going to hit the highest point in about 2 weeks, and I think things are going to start to get back to normal by after that 2-week period. Hey, Matt, I just want to let you know my trip to Harrisburg ain't happening this year. I might go in the summer, probably once the virus calms down, but yeah, unfortunately, Easter this year is put on hold, and with good reasoning, obviously, given the circumstances going on, and my hotel reservations got canceled. Churches aren't having services, so there's really just no point for me to go out there. It's just a waste at this point, and there's no hotel reservations, so there's really no point to go out, unfortunately. No, Lord and Taylor pulled out because they're in bankruptcy, and what's it called? And Forever 21 actually just pulled out of American Dream because they're in bankruptcy as well. So. But yeah, I don't know yet when I'm going in the summer. It's probably going to be after this whole madness blows off. So, anyways. Guys, with this whole thing with Zoom, and I know this is getting off topic of what I was just talking about. I think this is truly the beginning of the end for snow days. I think so. I think snow days are going to be obsolete. After this whole thing with the Zoom, I think now people are no longer going to be doing they're going to no longer have snow days. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going out in June or July. It all depends on when they have the little gathering. I don't even know when it's going to happen. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm literally, guys, right now I'm just taking it day by day, and hopefully things are looking. I'm really not trying to see the news that much because Ultra Eric, I think the best thing for everybody who's watching this live stream now, please don't spend 6 hours watching the news. It's nice to watch the news. It's nice to be informed, but you don't need to watch the news for 6 hours. And I get it. People are applauding Cuomo. I don't want to get into politics, but you don't need to sit there for 6 hours and watch the same, because it hurts. Sometimes it hurts my head personally. And I'm glad I'm in school. I'm glad I'm doing work that I can avoid the madness. I feel bad. I feel sorry for the people that are much older who don't have really that much to do except watch TV and hear all the negative news. So, it's the negative news. It's bad. So hopefully it'll be gone soon. Macy's in Harrisburg, it depends on when they begin their liquidation sales, which might actually be delayed now, and it depends on when their final day is going to be. But I might get out there this summer if that's, you know. Me too. Me too. It's just, look, I get it. I get it. People are worried. I get that. I totally get that. We're living in unprecedented times. But you don't need to listen to the same thing 600 times. I get it. People are scared. People are worried they're going to lose their lives. Trust me. I'm a little bit scared too. But sometimes you just got to go with the flow. It stinks that people are going to lose their lives. I feel sorry for that. But, sometimes that's just the way nature planned it. Unfortunately, that's going to be the outcome. And there's not really much right now that we can do to stop it. But whatever is being taken right now will stop hopefully things will get back to normal. Dr. Fauci, I think he's doing a pretty good job with the whole thing. I think he applauded President Trump for the 30 days of self-quarantine. And I think guys, the next 30 days are going to be brutal, but we're going to get through them. We're going to get through the next 30 days. It'll be brutal, but we will get through them. Trust me. So now that we are in it, and it's going to be a waste of time. Okay. Well, good luck with that. An hour and 30? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would not want to go. And New Jersey Transit is even denying people who are even boarding for non-essential travel. So I couldn't even go into the city until the self-quarantine ban is lifted. Plus, there would be nothing to do. Everything in the city is closed unless you're looking to unless casual. Don't. Oh, I'm not going right now, Matt. I'm planning on going the first weekend of May. I'm not even touching New York City in April. I'll touch it in May once this madness calms down, but I'm not going right now. Hey, privacy, how are you? Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, I'm waiting till like the first weekend in May, and the only reason I would go that weekend in May is because that's when the Kmart is going to cease operation at Penn Station. But it could very well be delayed, so it's a waiting game for that one. And it's the same thing with Sears and Smith Haven, but even then, I don't know what's going to happen honestly. So, but yeah, I'm avoiding New York City this month. Next month, I'll try and go in for Kmart at Penn and I get Sears and Sears at Smith Haven. So yeah. No, I would not wear I would not wear masks and gloves. There's really no need for me to do that because I'll go by the time the number of coronavirus cases goes down. Most likely, yes. At Smith Haven and possibly Macy's and Comac too, because that store's closing as well. No, I'm not going to Macy's at Herald Square that day. I don't plan on going there. I'm specifically going there to see Kmart at Penn. So Macy's at Herald Square. Macy's at Herald Square is not closing. Oh, did you want to join the stream, or do you want to join another time? Because I can still get you in if you want. Let me see what else is here. I'll have to try and fix it. Oh man. Okay, so do you guys have any other questions regarding concerns about the virus, concerns about, what I'm going to be doing? So sure. I can get you in. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So we are going to have one of my friends join again. Today it's going to be Matt. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. By the way, I have a math exam tomorrow. So yes, I still have your email. I just sent you an email right now. So I'm gonna try and get my AirPods in real quick.
Oh, ooh, ouch. So yeah, and this is all you can really do. So, okay, guys. So right now I have somebody in the stream that is going to join us. So please welcome Matty Ice 082. He films elevators in Eastern Pennsylvania. You guys know who he is.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. Again, I was on
Hey,
here
Matt.
ago.
Yep. How are you, man?
Pretty good. How you been with the online classes and everything? I know you were just talking about you have something tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a test, and
Gotcha. Yeah, because for us this week is like the first like full week with like, because last 2 weeks were like enrichment, so it was like kind of optional, and then this week is, full school.
mandatory. I get it, man. I'm used to it. I'm used to it at this point. I know everyone's trying to get hooked on this week. Do you know when you're going? Do you know when you're going back?
Probably. I mean, we might not until further notice. So I think it's at least April 30th, if anything, if at all. So we'll hopefully sometime in May, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean you're graduating. Yeah, Pennsylvania gets out early. That's right. I forgot. You guys.
June like 4th. So hopefully we can have a ceremony. I mean, I hope. I hope we don't have to do like online virtual graduation.
Oh yeah, colleges are doing all commencements. Mine's doing a commencement.
Oh, for the seniors, yeah. At least
Yeah.
Being a senior, I don't know. I mean, a freshman college doesn't sound too bad for like the situation, but a senior in both scenarios kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's a big oof.
Yeah, we'll get through it, but yeah, I don't know if I told you, for college, I'm going to DeSales University. It's kind of near Allentown.
Okay, and you're gonna live there?
Yeah, I'll be living there, and yeah, I'm doing probably business as a major. Yeah.
Business. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully I mean, I hope we don't have a second wind of the virus. Hopefully, I would hate to have to start college online. I really hope.
Oh man, that would stink.
Like start it. Yeah, at least you had like a full semester of normal college first. Yeah. But yeah, I can see the comments too. He said Ultra Eric spring break has been canceled and removed, continues to the 14th. Yeah, I mean I have spring break. I have school Monday, Tuesday next week, and then I mean I know college spring break's different, but we have off like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday for like spring break combined with Easter. Do you have any days off for Easter or no?
No, it doesn't work like that with colleges. I had my spring break. It was I had half the semester at school, right?
Right.
So, and then spring break hits, and then that's when things started going down the tubes.
Yeah. So it was
Like the
during
last place I visited store wise was Brunswick, and thank God I did, because now they just closed off the
Oh,
restrooms completely in that store, so you can't even access the elevator.
it's Sears.
New Brunswick, yeah.
You know? Do you know if you still can at Smith Haven? You can, so.
Well, they have appliances and mattresses.
On the second floor? Or?
Yeah. So I don't know if they've shifted inventory, like they put the soft lines upstairs.
Yeah.
They could have very well done that. I don't know personally.
Did you? Yeah, I don't think. Have you heard about if anyone's been there? Like James, like Felicia, has he been up there?
No.
Nah.
I mean, I was supposed to go meet him, but then
Right,
the whole
yeah.
thing with coronavirus hit, and then that was it.
And now it's not even worth it because, I mean, obviously because of the virus, but also Sears is the only thing open. Like you couldn't go out in the mall or go to any of the other departments.
Yeah, I mean, they're closing May 6th. I have a very, very tiny window to get out there once the whole social distancing is lifted, but
I just hope the rest of the mall and like the stuff opens up when you do go there. Cause like, if say, I don't know, the mall's not reopening until after May 6th, do you think you'd still go just for Sears?
No, it's kind of a waste at that point. I'm better off taking my chances with Kmart at Penn.
Right. When's that closing?
May 4th.
Hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's in Manhattan, just Penn Station. Or?
Yep, right in the dead center of Manhattan.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's even more risky, but yeah, I mean, if it goes away, if we see cases lower.
I mean, I would love to see the peak in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen, and then I think the number of cases are going to go down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, New York is probably going to peak first since they've been ahead.
We've already. I mean, I think in my opinion, we've already reached the peak. But that's just my opinion.
We just might not see it yet because it takes a couple of days for the data to go through.
Yeah, of course. That's data for you, but.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe my Easter trip got canceled. But I mean, I knew at that point it was inevitable, you know.
Which trip? To Harrisburg? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figured we were supposed to have some people like at my house. We're probably not having anyone because, I mean, we have grandparents that live closer, but we don't really want because.
Yeah, it's a little risky right now.
And a few cousins were going to come up from like Maryland, but yeah, it's probably just going to be us because Easter, nothing's really happening on Easter, I guess.
Yeah. And they're not even having Easter Sunday masses. They can't.
Yeah, which they can't because that's a germ central if they had.
Yep.
He films on Long Island. Yeah. So hopefully a few weeks after Easter, it'll be back.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that once April 12th hits, we can, the peak will reach, and then the number of cases will just go down. Mm-hmm. Well, I think the cloxacillin, I don't even know how you pronounce that. I've been hearing some things about that, so
yeah,
I think that's a good sign.
Yeah,
I think if it works on a good amount of people, they'll just roll it out as quick as possible, and I think things can probably get back to normal within a 2-week period after the peak hits.
Yeah, hopefully. Any other malls? I guess you said for Sears, that's about it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to any of the Sears. Like I was telling you, I do want to get to Macy's and Harrisburg because for them, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to worry about rushing out there. I have part of the summer too.
Yeah, I mean, liquidation sales aren't going to start till May, so
May.
you have time.
I mean, when were they? Well, they were supposed to start in May, or even before the whole coronavirus, right?
Yeah, they were good. They were supposed to start because there was 2 rounds. The first round included Macy's and Hicksville, and now the second round is going to be Macy's and Harrisburg.
Maybe
Macy's
that'll
and
be at this point, and then they'll close even later. Who knows? Like,
yeah, true.
If they go back, like if the store reopens in early May, I mean, you think they would just go right into liquidation? Since
I would imagine. I mean, if the landlord is evicting Comac, the landlord's evicting them.
Yeah. So
they're getting evicted. So I mean, they have to.
Right. Probably.
especially if they're doing especially if they're proposed the BJ's. Proposed it.
Oh, really? Wait, the restaurant or the store? The wholesale, right?
Wholesale, not the brew house.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's one floor, probably.
Yeah, like they're gonna dig up the basement, kind of like what they did with Sears of Watchung.
And then
Dug
make
up.
the ceiling high and all that.
Yep. Yeah.
But what would the second floor be then? Just not.
There'd be no second floor. The whole building would get knocked down, then they would cover. They would take away the basement.
Oh, I see.
Kind of like what they did with Sears and Watchung, where it used to have a basement, and then they patched it all up. And when they put that nice little new mall there,
Yeah.
kind of cleaned it up and made it look nice.
So Harrisburg, I didn't know that. That's interesting. But they don't have. They just have Bass Pro Shops as the other anchor, right?
Yeah, it's just Macy's, Bass Pro, the movie theater, and then the center court elevator.
Right, and it's
Which
two.
kind of feels like a King of Prussia elevator. I don't know why.
What does the mall?
The center court elevator.
Oh, because it's RT. You mean like the glass one at King of Prussia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one RT. They're down to one mall glass RT. The other one you heard was like, well, it wasn't. It was ripped out, and then they replaced it with another elevator in a similar location. This was back when they were like building this.
Oh yeah.
It's
Right.
like Kone MCE Hydro.
Oh, of
So-
course.
The other RT though, I mean, there's a chance that one could get replaced because they've been renovating the plaza. So, I mean, the RT, the glass one by the former JCP, it's from like '96. It fits in with the older decor. So I don't know. You think Simon would mod it if it's
That depends.
yeah, because it's not that old, but it's from like the '90s. So I don't know.
Hennessy Food Hall in Midtown. Well, I'm not surprised. That doesn't. It's probably only essential delivery.
Yeah.
Well, a food hall, yeah, I could see why that would close. That does not practice. That does not go with social distancing guidelines.
Schindler 700As don't exist.
They're not. Yeah, they're non-existent.
I would just say Schindler RT Traction. That's all they are. The ones at Nordstrom, King of Prussia. Yeah.
Very similar to Nordstrom's at Short Hills a little bit.
Wait, are those RT or Montgomery's?
RTs.
They are?
Schindler RTs. Yep.
Okay.
Montgomery, that's Roosevelt Field.
Yeah. Yeah, they have Montgomery at Roosevelt Field, right? At Nordstrom.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are Montgomery.
Hmm.
And White Plains also has Montgomery.
Do you prefer the Montgomerys or the RTs for Nordstrom? Like
My favorite has to be the Nordstrom's location in Paramus. It's very big,
yeah.
and that whole skyline. There's so much open space there. It's a really like an architecture marvel.
Yeah, those are nice. I rode them back.
Nice.
Yeah. But the when did Neiman Marcus open? The one in Long Island or Roosevelt Field, like 2000?
I think like 2016 or 17.
Oh, so you haven't been there since?
No, I haven't been. I haven't been inside the Neiman Marcus, and I hear that they're not doing too well as a brand. So
yeah, not too surprising. I mean,
I'm not surprised. I mean, there's no customers in there, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Neiman Marcus is a little bit hard. Well, it's harder to not really film in, but just go around the store in because they always like ask what you're doing since everything's so expensive.
I haven't really had issues with Neiman Marcus. I've had
but just from like being in the store. Like,
yeah, that's like a Brooks Brothers kind of thing. Like that's a place where you could like get questioned for filming.
I'm sure. Yeah. Didn't you get? Is that where you got caught? Or
yeah, Walt Whitman. That was not a I didn't really kick myself out. I told them I'd just leave because clearly they were interested in business.
At Zara, you've never been busted, or you have once?
Zara, no, but people have gotten busted
Yeah,
there.
I heard about that. Zara at King of Prussia has just a 330A. I mean, I filmed it once.
That's with every Zara.
Yeah. What's replacing JCP King of Prussia? So they're redeveloping it now. I think they might even make it. They're not going to do another store. They might make it into possibly, believe it or not, like an apartment type thing that surrounds the mall because that's
smart, actually.
Thing. Yeah, people live there, but yeah, there's no construction that started yet. They have a temporary thing on the second floor. It's like a kids type thing. It's like I forget what it's called. Funds. I don't know what it is. It's not an arcade. I think it's like
Oh, does it have a second floor entrance?
yeah, it does. But they also have a Halloween store temporarily in there, like once a year. So I don't. But they probably won't do that once they start redeveloping it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Pennies of Palisades, they haven't touched that store. That store is still vacant.
What else is Palisades? Lord and Taylor just closed, right? And
Yep, that closed in January.
they have
Macy's is
only
like
Macy's, or they have that's
that
it.
only Macy's. That's it.
Is that Macy's doing okay or yeah?
I would imagine. I mean, it's the only one in the area now, unless. Well, it might be the only one in the area because the rumor is White Plains might be closing soon. I don't know.
Oh, the one with the Otis Lexon.
Yeah, that would be a huge loss, but Macy's doesn't own the building anymore, so we could be seeing a
Wow.
yeah. So maybe Palisades is better than I don't know. It's
Probably.
beats me. Beats me.
Yeah. Have you been to the one in White Plains or no?
No, I've actually never have been to any Westchester County malls except cross country
Okay.
or cross county because Sears was closing.
It's sort,
Yeah.
they're sort of all combined there, right? Like the Nordstrom, it's different like malls, but they're all in the same like block area, right? Like the Nordstrom.
Yeah, so the Macy's and Sears are in the place called the Gallery at White Plains.
Right.
The Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's are at the Westchester,
Mhm.
and the Bloomingdale's is freestanding, while the Lord and Taylor is in Eastchester.
So they're all like right there.
Yeah, I think the Lord and Taylor is a little bit more out of the way, but I hear that store does a lot better than that new one at Ridge Hill. From what I hear.
Yeah. So Neiman Marcus there, they modded as well at the Westchester.
Yep.
King
That's
of Prussia is like the only one around. I mean, that's not New Jersey, but it's like one of the only ones that hasn't gotten a mod. I don't know.
really the King of Prussia, Montgomery.
It's still original. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they excelled Short Hills, they excelled Westfield Garden State, and they excelled the Westchester.
They would Excel King of Prussia because I've seen them there. They use Excel for stuff.
Excel.
Yeah.
I could see why Neiman Marcus went cheap on the elevator contractor. That shows you how much they're struggling.
What, you think it's a cheap mod or?
Yeah, it was a cheap mod because the company is on the brink of bankruptcy. So I'm not surprised that they chose Excel. They wanted someone to get the job done quick, cheap, and easy.
I mean, yeah, it's GAL equipment, right? Like I think so.
Yeah, it's like third party.
Right.
Not so great, not great reliable. So
I
little
mean,
signs like that show you how a company is.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised why are they even modding their elevators if they don't have money? They're not even.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a huge waste of money.
I mean, unless they have major problems that I don't know about, but not that I've seen. I mean, you probably haven't either with the elevators. I don't know.
Well, Lord and Taylor has been modding their elevators too.
King of Prussia is also a Montgomery at Lord and Taylor. Well, Montgomery Kone, it's from the 95 or whatever wing as well. So I don't know. That probably won't because it's not as old as some of the other ones. But,
yeah. Lord and Taylor modded Paramus, which that did not need a mod. Livingston needed a mod.
Like the Garden State Plaza one or no?
No, there's two Lord and Taylors in Paramus.
The other one,
Fashion Center, which used to be connected to a mall.
Is that what was that originally?
That was a Burlington. That's what they did with Stanford too. They destroyed that elevator. That was a huge loss.
At Livingston or?
No, and the freestanding one in Stanford. That was a huge loss.
Yeah, Livingston was not really. It was just
Livingston was needed.
Yeah.
That one needed a mod. I'm surprised they didn't do the escalators. Westfield, they did the exact opposite, which is the only freestanding one in the state because Fashion Center doesn't count. That one, escalators got modded, elevator stayed exactly the same. They didn't touch it.
It's only 2 floors and the third floor is like offices, or is it a 3-story store?
Basement, level 1, level 2.
Oh, the store is on the second?
The store's on the first floor, the second floor. The lounges is in the basement.
Oh,
So Hanes built 3-level stores. Like they built third levels for employees.
All 3 levels, or
what's that?
Lord and Taylor occupies all 3.
Yeah, because they occupy two for retail, and then the lower one is employees. It's like Livingston, two
Uh,
levels of retail, the third level's employees,
mm-hmm.
which is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I've seen that at a couple places that have downsized to 2 floors. Like King of Prussia had that at J.C. Penney when it was still open. I'm like,
And then they downsized.
well, no, it was always 2 floors. I mean, it was originally a Gimbels. They had 3 floors. King of Prussia, J.C. Penney had two, and the third floor was like offices/storage.
Oh yeah, that was Stearns. Yep.
Yeah, because they didn't want 3 stories. Or
Well,
whatever.
it's kind of like Macy's at Broadway. That was 5 floors. You had
What
the
was it?
basement.
It was 3 or 4.
No, 6 actually.
Right, I know it's 6, but how many did they use? They closed off.
They used the basement, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor.
Oh, they did use the 4th floor still?
They did, and then a couple of years in recent years, they moved the furniture from the fourth floor to the third floor.
So the last couple of years, it was just 4 floors basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then now it's gone. Yeah, it closed 5 days early because it's supposed to close March 22nd, but because of the outbreak, they closed it 5 days earlier than expected.
Right, because Macy's closed on like that March 16th or whatever.
17th, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. But that was their last day. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're not going to wait for all this and then reopen the store for 5.
Yeah, no point. Honestly, be a huge waste.
Right.
Still
But
still like they didn't really touch the store that much. Like they did a very little renovation in the basement, and they kind of kept it from 56. I mean, it's the tallest suburban department store in the U.S.
I believe so. I mean, are they redeveloping the building yet, or they don't?
I don't know yet. It's probably going to get knocked down, and I hate to say that.
We had a nice Macy's. I was never at it. Ardmore, PA it was like a 4-story, or actually was it 4? No, I think it was a 5-story freestanding Macy's, a former Strawbridge's. It had touch sensitive Otis. It closed in 2016. Now it's redeveloped into like a gym and like a health center type place.
Where is this?
It's Ardmore, PA, so it's outside of Philadelphia. Yeah, you can look at Suburban Square, Macy's Suburban Square.
Okay.
Yeah, you can show it on Google Maps if you want. But it's like they're redeveloping it, or it is redeveloped already. I haven't been there, but a friend of mine told me, or Southeastern PA Elevators, if you know him, he's been there. They modernized the elevators, but they do have a freight too that's still there, but I think it's modded as well. So it kind of sucks, but the elevators are still there, just modded. So I don't know. I think they might actually occupy all the floors now. But they had like 3 touch sensitive Otises in there. Yeah, I guess so. You hadn't really heard of that store?
No, I've never heard of that store.
Right, yeah. There's like Sue Josh Happy has a video of it. I think that's about it. Yeah, so there's not much about it on YouTube. But yeah, sadly by the time I knew it was closing, I didn't really get there because I was a lot younger, didn't have a car or way to get there really. So probably yeah, I wish, but
yeah, not as big as it's like a town center almost. Interesting.
It's not as big on each floor, that's probably why, but it is a basement and 4 floors, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that surprised why they closed, but because it was like built in around other stuff, town center, so people.
Yeah, that's probably why they
yeah.
they tried to force them out. It makes sense. Yeah, the one in I don't even know what it's called. The one in what is it? Harrisburg, not Harrisburg. Hicksville closed, I think, I guess because it just wasn't doing as much.
Yeah, the one in Broadway, you mean, or that is Hicksville, right?
Yeah, it wasn't doing as many. Like it wasn't profitable, so because it was closer to other. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm. Find out if the building closed. So Eric, if you're still there, just curious what building you're talking about. No, I was just answering Eric's question. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, fine.
Well, I have my mic on mute.
Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, so I'll go over there. So, what building are you talking about, Eric? He said he's seeing if it's knocked down.
What building?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking him. But yeah, I mean, I think Exton Macy's. I'm hoping they don't close, but they might soon because the mall's questionable. Just in general, it's a dead mall, and they're already talking about redevelopment plans, not like set ones, but just like what they would do if it were to close. So, and then the Bosco.
I mean, at this point, it's only a matter of time. The
Yeah.
Boscovs would stay, I
Probably.
think.
Yeah. I don't know how Macy's would, because I mean, if they really wanted to, they probably could, because it's like within the center of the mall, kind of like JCPenney at Garden State, where you have to actually walk into the mall to get into the store. Like there's no exterior entrances.
Well, that's why they had to close that store.
Is that the only department store you've been to that's like that, where it's like where you can't get to it from the outside? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Exton has that, so which I don't know. Do you think that's a weird setup, or I mean, if it's a square, they might as well fill it in, but
Well, that's what they're doing with Penny's at Westfield Garden State. The mall reached an agreement to close the store.
Because what do they want to do with it?
They want to put a bunch of stores in there, I think, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh, Eric said he's going to go over to the Macy's in Broadway and see if he can find out if the building's knocked down. Well, it hasn't been knocked down yet, right? I mean, you know that.
No, but they're probably going to.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before they announce plans. I mean, they're not going to do it now, but I would say maybe in the next 6 months. It takes time. They have to plan it out. It doesn't just happen overnight.
There might be there might be asbestos in that building. Who knows? Because it's
Yeah, they have to clean the building. That's what they've been doing with the Kmart in Lodi. I've been seeing a lot of apparently essential workers in there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess they have to with everything going around, and they wouldn't want something happening to that building, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I guess they have to. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird, but wow. So I mean, I've been on for an hour. I might get off. So
yeah, it's fine. I mean, I get some other stuff to do tonight too. Yeah, I joined. I was only here for half the stream anyway. So
that's what. Yeah, because I got a test, and I gotta.
That makes that's fine.
All right.
Are you giving time for last minute questions or just cutting?
I think we can just cut it. So.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Matt. If you need anything or you want to text me. Yeah, just keep in touch, man.
On one of my streams, I mean, I don't get quite as many viewers, but maybe one of these times, I'll let you know.
Yeah, no, just let me know.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
See you, Matt.
Yep. See you. Thanks.
Bye. All right, so guys, I am getting off the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching coronavirus update number 6. Please remember to wash your hands for 20 seconds, practice social distancing, and guys, we will get through this. 30 days. Let's make it happen. Seriously, I want to get back to filming elevators again. Anyways, guys, thank you again for watching, and that will be it. Have a good night.